Hey friends, I hope the morning's treating you well. Hope you got your coffee if you drink coffee. I don't have any. I woke up with a really bad cough this morning, a deep cough. So I'm laying off the caffeine and trying to power through this the best I can. My voice is a little weak, so hang with me and we'll get through this together. And if there's a lot of edits in this, it's probably because I started coughing. But I wanted to talk about the future of this channel. We have a lot of new people here, and some of you guys are wondering, who is this guy? What's the backstory or whatever? So I'm going to tell a little bit of a backstory. I haven't done this in over a year, but I'm a songwriter. You know, I travel around, stand on stages, tell stories, and sing songs that I've written, and people come out to the shows. That's how I've made a living for 20 years or so, and haven't had a day job in about 20 years. It's a pretty good thing if you can get away with it. And I would do interviews with people, or I would be interviewed, and I never enjoyed it. I never really liked it very much at all. And I've always been in this DIY space, do everything myself, and it's been good to me. But I had a particular bad interview once in Rotterdam. It just went terrible. And afterwards, I was just thinking, I don't work for anybody. I don't have to do this. And I thought, okay, hell with it. I'm not going to be interviewed anymore. And once the mania subsided of that, a couple of days later, started thinking, okay, big shot, what are you going to do? How are you going to get the word out? How are people going to know about what you do? And I've always been this person who believes you can't just be against things. You have to find solutions that work for you, to be the change that you want to be in the world. And I've tried really hard to do that. And I thought, hell with it, I'll start a podcast. And at the time, there was no evidence that I would be good at it at all. I mean, at all. But I thought I was really early. I didn't know of anybody else in the roots music space doing it. So I had a lot of friends who had great stories that had, been up and down the road and traveled. And when they would be interviewed, they'd be asked about boring things like, what are your influences? And I'd be thinking, man, this person has these great stories, and you're wasting this time with them with this uninteresting stuff. I thought, I'll have them tell the good stories that I know of. And so I started a podcast. It was called Thanks for Giving a Damn. I published the first episode in a Airbnb farmhouse bedroom in Sweden. And a sparrow flew in through the window. I woke up to a sparrow sitting on the headboard at the end of the bed and watched it for a bit until it flew back out. I thought, all right, that's a pretty good sign. Maybe I should hit publish. So I published an interview with Ray Wiley Hubbard, and it was really scary because I might suck at it. I don't want to suck at things. There could be a lot of public embarrassment, and I'm being honest with you here. I could have been terrible at it, but it turned out people liked it, and it got an audience almost immediately. And it wasn't a very passive audience. It was a community of people who were very, very invested and really enjoyed it. I did it once a week. I published an episode once a week for 2 years, and it just about killed me trying to keep up with it. I would be in a hotel room in some foreign country, some city that I'd never been in, and there was some really cool thing just right down the street that I wanted to see, but I couldn't go do it because I had made a commitment. And I would sit in the hotel room and edit this podcast. And it went on for years. And then I never made any money from it. I didn't even think about trying to make money from it. It was just something I did. And people enjoyed it. In the community, it was just obviously worthwhile for doing it that way. And somewhere along the line, Pandora reached out to me and said, we really like what you're doing, and we're starting a show that talks about the history of country music. We'd like you to host it. And They offered me a really nice amount of money. I was like, wow, you can get paid for talking about this stuff. And I did it for 2 seasons. They treated me so well, and we had 3 million subscribers. I don't think I've ever met a single one of them, but they treated me so well. It was really a positive experience. And then the pandemic kind of shut everything down. And I was sitting in my house, 5 tours canceled, and all of this darkness and this ugliness of this moment that we were in. And I couldn't interview people because my personal rule has always been I have to do it face to face, like in the same room with somebody. I think it's more intimate that way for me personally. That's what I like to do. I couldn't interview anybody. And I just thought, well, I'll just start talking on YouTube. And that's what I did. I didn't really know much about YouTube at all. I just got on and talked and thought, since I was in high school, when I would talk to people, they would calm down, and I would be the person that they would ask for advice. I've always kind of been that person to get that 3 a.m. phone call from a friend needing to talk. And I thought, well, if I talk to people and they calm down, that's what I'll do. And this will be my USO tour, is the way I looked at it. I'm just going to talk about music, something positive. In this moment of all this ugliness, I'm going to offer something positive to give people 10 minutes to where they can escape for a little bit. And that's what I did, and it caught on really fast. I did not expect that, but it grew. And this, by me putting a message in the bottle and throwing it out into the ocean, just to see if anybody would find it, which is kind of what I've always done. People found it. And by me trying to throw something positive out into the world, I got so much positivity back. I mean, at a time when I really, really needed it. So many beautiful, wonderful people. It's the damnedest thing. You talk about John Prine and the nicest people show up. But this community sprang up, and it was just a beautiful, wonderful thing at a time when I needed that kind of positivity. And then once the pandemic kind of let up and we were all starting to go out into the world, I realized, okay, I should probably just do what I was doing with the interviews on this YouTube channel. And I've created this archive over years before I ever did YouTube, recording conversations with people to try to save the stories and to entertain and to have fun. But maybe there's a few stories along the way that I've recorded that maybe they wouldn't have been recorded. A few, I don't know. People make a big deal out of that. I don't know how I feel about that, but people tell me that these videos should be in the Smithsonian or some Hall of Fame museum or something. And I think they're doing just fine where they're at. But so I am a person, there's one person doing this channel. It's me. I'm the person who makes all the videos. I edit them. I do everything. There's every now and then I'm lucky enough to have my buddy Todd Fox hang out with me and pick up a camera and point it at me. That's out of the last year, that's probably been, I don't know, 5 times in the last year that's happened out of 200 videos. And so what I'm getting at is I have a lot of touring this year, which I always do, and I'm going to continue doing this. I enjoy doing it, and I think there's value in it, and I like doing it. But I've always said, I'm a guy with a family. I have to provide for that family. I have so many hours, in a day, in a week, in a month, and I have to spend my time in ways that feed my family. So the more I can make this self-sustaining, the more time I can spend doing it, and the more stuff you guys get. And the way we do that is by those of you who feel compelled to want to support this little experiment that I've done, join Patreon. It's like $5 a month, and there was 100 videos published over there this year. There's 300 and something videos, all kinds of stuff, behind the scenes stuff like this, me just sitting and talking. And if those of you who can't or don't want to support it, that's fine, man. That's completely fine. I totally get it. And these are not the easiest times, but for $5 a month, you know, sometimes we spend that on coffee or whatever. You can help support this archive and get more stuff coming out into your world. There's a lot of different levels at Patreon, and I just make it to where from $5 on up, everybody gets the same thing. I don't want your financial situation to dictate your access to the things that's happening over there, things I create. And also, all of the interviews have always been and will be free on this channel. They're all free. It's just, if you want to support it, go over there. The YouTube memberships, YouTube takes a lot more of that money that people give than Patreon does. Less of it makes it to me, and there's a lot of shenanigans that YouTube has been doing. So I've kind of been discouraging people from signing up on YouTube members and trying to point people to Patreon. So if I don't mention YouTube members, that's why. Patreon has been wonderful to me. And anyhow, I just wanted to say that. It's been a beautiful thing. It's been a very positive experience for me. And those of you who just watch the videos and you hit the tip jar every now and then, or you just leave a nice comment or whatever, thank you very, very much. It means a lot. You know, just the folks who hang out on Saturday mornings or whatever. And yeah, I think that's about it. I cannot believe I have not coughed yet, but I'm going to go ahead and drink. I've drank about a gallon of water in the last 3 hours. I'm going to go try to drink a lot more and see if I can flush this out of me, sleep it off, and then when I wake up, there'll be a huge snowstorm, and maybe I'll write some songs. There's a lot of dates that were just announced in March where I'm touring with Lucero, and we're going through Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska. I'm trying to remember St. Louis, Chicago, Ann Arbor, down to Nashville and Knoxville. There might be a Bloomington, Indiana. I think Cincinnati. I can't remember all the dates, but I will put them down below. I'll put the Patreon link, and then I'll put these dates like right underneath that, and go check them out. Maybe I'll see you at a show. And there's a lot of UK dates coming up in May, and I'll be at the HiFi in Indianapolis in February. There's a rumor that there just might be somebody's birthday happening right about then. Just a rumor. I don't know. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you guys somewhere down the road. Much love to you.